Hey, what's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about Roe vs. Wade, which was a Supreme Court decision that lets states choose whether they want to keep abortion legal or illegal. In my state, South Dakota, is one of the 7 states that made it illegal. So we went around today asking people at the mall what they thought about that and what their thoughts were. Me personally, I believe that, man, you're entitled to your own body, to your body, your choice. I feel like it's not right to take away from someone's choice. You know, it's not my body. I can't control what someone else has to do with their own body. I feel like if you don't want an abortion, just simply don't get one. But that's just, again, my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you have any other arguments or points, please go in the comments. I would like to be educated myself. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with
Rachel.
Ew. And
Bristol.
all right, Bristol and Rachel. So recently, Roe versus Wade got overturned. Y'all know what that is. And technically it means that states have the right to ban abortions in your state. And South Dakota happens to be one of those states. What do you guys feel about that?
I feel like if you don't want a kid, shut your legs.
Okay. How do you feel about the Roe versus Wade?
Rachel, you kind of one up that. No, I do. I think it's stupid.
You think it's stupid?
Yeah.
How do you feel about people saying abortion is a woman's right and they get to choose what to do with their body?
I think your right is not to have sex. If you don't want a kid, don't have sex.
How do you feel about that?
I think that it's not anybody else's choice but your own. If you want one, have one. If you don't.
I agree with her.
We're totally different.
Hey, so I got a question then. So if you get raped, then it's not good.
I think that's totally different.
But you said,
the same thing?
yeah, isn't that the same thing? If you don't want to have sex, close your legs. But if you get raped, how? Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's rape though. You can't.
No, but I'm saying if you choose to have sex, you should deal with the consequences.
But if you get raped, how do you feel then?
Then that wasn't your choice to have the kid, so then you shouldn't have it.
So it's banned, so you're gonna have the kid either way. So how would you feel about it?
Well, I don't know much about what's banned. I don't think rape, you should have the kid.
Yeah, it's banned. You can't.
Well, then I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Well, then that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should just be pregnant and kill it every time.
Have you ever been pregnant?
I have not.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for answering our questions. Hi, I'm here with.
Hi. What?
Your name?
Roger.
All right, I'm with Roger. Hi, my name is Gaba. We're going to be asking about the recent Supreme Court decision where they overturned Roe versus Wade, which essentially allows states to decide whether they want to legalize or illegalize abortions. How do you feel about that?
I think it's all right to give it back to the states. I believe in states' rights. Less power in the federal government.
Oh, yeah.
I'm for it. They got too much now. And they don't get nothing done anyhow. They sort of just argue. But I just soon leave it back to the states.
Do you think so? You mentioned the states' decisions. Do you feel like the states' decisions should be based off what the women who are being affected by the abortions think, or what the states think? Because many argue that it's against women's rights and it takes away from what women have and all that. What do you feel about that?
I don't agree with that because I believe the abortion issue, I think, it's having a child is a gift from God. It's not a right. I mean, I believe in women's rights and everything else. They have a right, equal pay, equal chance for jobs, and equal sports, and all that. I agree with that, but I know where this whole issue gets sort of intermingled, how people can look at different ways, but that's the way our country operates, and we just go by what majority rules eventually, and have to accept some things. I had accepted Roe versus Wade for all these years. I didn't accept it, but I lived with it. I lived with it, and I didn't think they're trying to say they're making law. They aren't. They just interpreted the Constitution that's not a constitutional right.
I get what you're saying.
So it should be your own moral decision in a way,
I hear you, Roger.
Yeah.
Another big question people ask. Well, this also goes into this. Have you ever been affected, with an abortion in your family?
No, not yet.
Hi, today I'm here with
Paul.
All right, Paul. So today we're going to be asking about recently the Supreme Court overturned the Roe versus Roe, that just essentially gave the states power to ban abortion in some states. And Dakota's one of the states that has banned. How do you feel about that?
Pissed off.
You're pissed off about that? Why are you pissed off about that?
I believe in a woman's right to choose.
100%.
100%. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So, in a lot of these situations, it's people who just can't afford it or just aren't ready to have a kid. Why do you think the government is banning it, not allowing these people to have kids?
Well, these Republicans are banning it. They don't like women.
They don't like women?
They want to control women. They don't care about life. Once that baby's born, they don't care.
Exactly, because a lot of these kids end up going to adoption centers or something like that.
They don't want to help these single mothers with any kind of, help pay. They don't believe everybody should have free health care.
Yeah.
I don't have any health care, so so I'm lucky.
That's
my
why
parents.
you're out here staying fit.
Yeah, I live with my parents. They're elderly and they have money, so they can pay for my meds and stuff. Okay. I'm lucky in that way.
Blessed.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, it was amazing talking to you. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hope you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Yeah. Hi, I'm here with
Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. So today we're here asking about the recent Supreme Court decision that overturned Roe v. Wade, which basically lets states choose whether they should keep abortion legal or illegal. And South Dakota is actually one of the states that made it legal. How do you feel about that?
I mean, personally, I keep my stuff offline. I keep to myself. I have my own opinions, but I don't necessarily agree with it. But, I know that people are fighting it. I know that we're trying to fight it and everything, and all I can do is my part, to try to protest and, try to change their decision and everything. So
how do you feel about the people who have abortions and don't abort the baby or the fetus, until it's 15 weeks? That's one of the main reasons why people say not to have abortions, because it feels like at that point a kid is grown. At what point do you feel like a baby or a fetus should be considered a baby?
Personally, I don't think I've done enough research myself to really honestly, it's a hard subject for me, so I wouldn't necessarily, I don't put myself in that position. I mean, earliest they say a heartbeat can usually be detected around 12 weeks, I'd say, so around that time. I've had 3 kids myself, so,
Sorry, B. Would you have ever aborted any of your kids?
No, not personally, but, I know that there's more reasons to just to do it, than why people do it. So, there's more medical reasons than there is not, for people to abort and everything. So
how do you feel about people who, I don't want to say abuse, but there's some people who get abortions on even a monthly basis? How do you feel about those people who are just having unprotected sex and not caring?
See, that's a whole different story. You really got to kind of look at the, facts of everything in every situation. Every situation is different. You can't say no to one thing when, that everything just comes down to it's factual. You got to go fact by fact, case by case. Everything's different. So personally, if they're doing it just to do it, I don't agree with it. But again, it's not my body. It's not my choice. They're going to do what they want. Do I agree with it? No, it's not something I would do, but it's not something I would necessarily, put myself, I guess, in those types of people that would do it that way, I guess.
Totally.
So today I'm here with
Heavy
and
Toby.
All right. So recently, you guys follow the news a lot. Yeah. All right. So you guys know about the Roe versus Wade, abortion and everything. Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Because it got overturned and everything.
I mean, really, everybody got their own opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? And I think survival is at its fittest.
Yeah.
So, for someone to have an opinion on that without having any type of dealings with that or being involved in any type of way in a situation mentally or handling a situation like that, I just think that they should stay out of it.
Right on. Yeah. So since this case has been overturned, there's been other rumors that are going around that birth control could also be illegal. How do you guys feel about that? Birth control and Plan B and stuff.
With it being illegal or legal?
Well, it's they're banning that stuff since they're banning abortion.
Now, see, that right there, that should be someone's choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, to bring someone in the world, if they ain't physically, or financially, stable to do that, they shouldn't. And if they are, you know what I'm saying, welcome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, heavy, what it do?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, do you have any opinions?
I'm against abortion. I ain't gonna lie about that. But as far as Plan B and all that other stuff, I feel like they should keep that. You know
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I think they should keep it. But as far as abortion, I support abortion.
All right. Hey, well, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, YouTube, we here with
Ella.
taking a pass it down.
No, just
McKenna.
Corbin.
All right. Thank you all for coming. So recently the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, essentially giving the states power to decide if they want to keep abortion legal or illegal. What do you guys think about that?
I believe that women should be able to have the choice of being able to have an abortion. It's their body, so I feel like they should be able to do whatever they want with it. And I believe that other people shouldn't be telling us what we should be able to with our own bodies.
Facts, preach. But big reason the Roe versus Wade was overturned was because kids or like fetuses or whatever were being killed off at like 15 weeks when they really started like maturing. How do you feel about abortions like that?
Oh jeez, I don't even know.
Because like at that point, oh, you said what?
No.
Oh, you're not like with abortions?
No, not like when they're that old.
Oh.
Not when they're that old.
Oh, okay. So this is for the ladies, all right? So this might sound a little weird, but if you guys, like, don't take this wrong way, but like, if you guys were raped, would you guys abort the baby?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, personally, I believe like I wouldn't get an abortion because I feel like it's not the baby's fault. It's But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't get an abortion for myself, but I believe that other women should have the right to. But personally, I wouldn't. But if I was raped, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I probably would, just only because I feel like I don't want their kid, like I don't want to have a kid and tell them that their dad is a rapist. Like that's horrible. I don't want them to grow up and know that their dad was a rapist. So I probably would, but in other situations, if I was being stupid and I wasn't wearing a condom, like that's dumb. Like you shouldn't be getting an abortion because you were being stupid. Yeah. If you get pregnant and you're trying to have an abortion because you were stupid enough to not be wearing a condom, like not having safe sex, then I believe that, you know, like why kill a baby? That's your fault that you got pregnant.
That's some real stuff.
Stupid.
So here, we're here with
Abraham Myers.
Yes, sir. All right, Abe. So recently, the Supreme Court just overturned the Wade versus Roe doctrine or whatever it's called, and that essentially just gives the rights to the state to choose whether they should legalize abortion or illegalize it. How do you feel about that?
It's kind of stupid, you know. I just like, you know, it's your body, you know.
Exactly.
And then like having like kids and shit, like. Imagine like you don't want like, especially like in kids like somebody gets raped, like especially that like
that's the worst one.
That's like the worst, like.
So there was actually this like story where apparently some girl got raped, right, and she didn't want the baby, but she was forced to have it because she wanted an abortion, but the courts forced her to have it. Then the guy that raped her somehow managed to get full custody of the kid that she gave birth to, and then she charged her for child support. What do you think about that?
Damn, that's fucked up actually.
That's fucked, huh?
Because then you're paying for the baby you didn't want from some guy that raped you.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's like
is
like, you know,
that's ridiculous.
Giving birth is a blessing. It's for the Constitution.
The Constitution. Hi, I'm here with
Emily.
All right, Emily. So recently, the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, which essentially means abortions can be decided whether legal or illegal by the states. How do you feel about that?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Are you religious?
Yes.
So how do you feel about that being a religious person? It's just purely just being on the religious side.
It's wrong.
Why is it wrong? Can you get
religiously? It's murder.
I feel that I'm the same way. I'm Catholic. I kind of like not with the whole killing.
Both sides, I guess.
What do you see about the other side?
Like, the same procedure to get an abortion is the same that you would have for a miscarriage, so technically now it's illegal. And if you miscarry, the baby is, you know, so you have to have that procedure to get the baby out.
That's facts. I never knew that actually.
Yeah.
So, because South Dakota banned it, you think that's gonna affect a lot of people in this state?
Not necessarily.
Why not?
They can go to Minnesota where it's still legal.
Oh shoot! Do you think it's right or do you think it's infringing upon women's rights as because it's some people say it's like a woman's right whether they should be able to choose an abortion or not. Do you think it goes with the rights, or what do you think?
I'm not a feminist, so I don't really care, I guess.
You think that's a feminist thing to think about your rights?
Yeah. I don't know. I think you have to work for it.
Work for what? It's your body.
Technically not.
What do you mean?
It's your body growing inside of you.
Oh, hi, I'm here with
Maggie.
All right, what's up, Maggie? So recently, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. That essentially lets states choose whether they want to keep abortion legalized or illegalized. How do you feel about that?
I believe every woman has the right to their own body.
100% agree with you. South Dakota is one of those states that sadly banned abortion. How do you feel this is going to affect people in South Dakota?
I don't know if it'll affect most everyone in South Dakota, maybe here in Sioux Falls, because South Dakota is kind of like more of a red state, but Sioux Falls is more blue, so I have a feeling it might affect more people here in the city.
Earlier today, we talked to a man who said that giving birth was a blessing and it's not a right to women. It's just something that's part of life. How do you feel about that statement?
I don't like it. Some people don't want to have kids. Some people don't want to give birth. I think they have the right to that, and not everyone. You know, situations happen where people don't want to get pregnant, rape, incest, stuff like that. So I think everyone has their own choice.
What would you say to the governors or whoever the one making these laws in South Dakota?
Fuck Kristi Noem.
All right, thank you. Hi, I'm here with
Addie.
And
Shiley.
All right, Addie and Shiley. Recently, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, which basically means abortion is legal in some states, and our state happens to be one of those states. What do you feel about that?
I guess I don't really know. I mean, I'm kind of like in between everything. I guess, yeah.
Are you religious at all?
I'm Lutheran.
Okay, how do Lutherans feel about like abortion and stuff? Y'all like towards like the pro-life or like not really with that?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, personally, my family, we're like pro-life, but I don't know how others feel about it.
How about you?
Well, my family's pro-life too, but there are like some circumstances where we think that abortions could be like you should be able to get an abortion.
Do you think a woman who can't afford to have a baby or simply just isn't prepared for a baby should abort the baby, or do you think they just have to deal with their consequences?
Well, if they're not ready for one, then they probably shouldn't have one, just because like they're just not prepared, and it probably wouldn't have a good effect on their life. So
it's weird, huh?
Yeah, that's weird, because like I wouldn't say it's a blessing, because sometimes it like honestly like
does more negative things.
Yeah, it does a lot of negative things to like your health and stuff like that, but like I wouldn't say it's like, I guess I would say it's a blessing, but I wouldn't say it's a blessing.
Okay. What do you think?
I guess it really depends. It's definitely like we should be able to choose, but yeah, it's kind of like in between. Like sometimes it's really not a blessing to be able to give birth.
Well, we do appreciate you guys for that. I'm here with
Kenzie.
And
Brianda.
All right, Brianda and Kenzie. So, I know y'all heard recently they overturned Roe versus Wade, making it illegal to have an abortion in South Dakota. How do you guys feel about that?
Personally, I really don't give a fuck, but at the end of the day, it's your body. So I believe you should be able to make decisions for your body, and nobody else should.
Facts, preach. How do you feel about that?
I was gonna say the same exact thing.
For real?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the people who are saying that women shouldn't really have a right or a choice to choose whether they have an abortion or not because they're killing someone that's inside their body?
What was the question?
So it's like they think it's messed up to kill a baby because it's still a human being. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're not ready to have a kid, use protection.
All right, YouTube, kind of a crazy video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. But like I said earlier, man, if you guys have any opinions or anything or if like I left any questions out, please go ahead and just start a little conversation in the comment section. I think this is stuff that really needs to be discussed, especially amongst young people, because I feel like we are the future. We are like the world, you know what I'm saying? Like what we think and what we do now is going to affect what happens in the future. So I think it's important for us young people to be discussing things like this. So yeah, if you have anything to say in the comments, go ahead and share. If you see someone in this video that you notice, share it out to them. Make sure they get to see themselves in the video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe.